Welcome back to another edition of Comments vs. Movie Villains. I am your monster of ceremonies, and today we will be pitting your comments against the Jotun from The Ritual. And even though 90% of the comments were to bring a pocket nuke, I was able to wade through the wasteland that is the comments section and find 3 decent solutions written by you. But if you haven't seen the original video yet, I would urge you to check that out. But first I want to tell you about the game that everyone but you are already playing. That's right, I'm talking about Shade! Rad Snow Crampons! Wait, that's not right. It doesn't matter. It's the mobile game so popular that I bet you already know what game I'm talking about. It's obviously Raid Shadow Legends, which you can download to your mobile and PC using the links below. This year, Raid Shadow Legends just had its 2-year anniversary. They started small, but became so popular that they quickly became a household name. It's the #1 RPG in the US, with over 1 million daily players, 2 billion live player battles, and the biggest community since sliced bread. That doesn't make sense? You don't make sense because you're not playing Raid Shadow Legends. Raid Shadow Legends is celebrating by releasing epic and legendary champions. But back the flip up, because we also got a new version of the Doom Tower and 2 wicked new bosses, the Celestial Griffin and the Eternal Dragon. Easily the best champion in Raid Shadow Legends is my main man Seeker. Tell me you don't love that cute little face. Who's a good Nightmare Arena monster? Yes, you are. If you want to get started in Raid Shadow Legends right now, this very second, you can level up your game by clicking the link in the description or scanning the QR code and you'll get the free epic champion. And I swear I'm not making this up, Jotun. But pile on top of that 100k silver, 50 gems, 3 ancient shards, and you are on your way to having a good time. You can find your rewards in the top right. Now go get raiding. By far, the second most popular answer, after It Which Must Not Be Named, was described best by Zen Paul Pacheco, who says, an extreme solution could be to start a forest fire. Even if it doesn't take out the entire forest where the creature must reside in, the forest fire could still be started in order to separate the creature and themselves into 2 sections of the forest as they make a break for it. On the surface, a perfectly reasonable solution. Starting a forest fire could serve as a distraction or a straight deterrent for the Jotun. If they put a fire between them and the Jotun, they may be able to escape before it can catch up with them. And since it cannot leave the forest, it won't be able to chase them if there's no forest in which to chase. However, where there's smoke, there's fire. And if gender reveal parties have taught us anything, it's that fires are unpredictable and quickly become unmanageable. The party may end up getting cut off from escape, or simply succumb to the fire itself. So yes, technically they'll have beaten the Jotun. By self-immolation, of course, but hey, there's no such thing as a perfect answer, okay? The other problem is that the Jotun may be able to sense what they're doing and attack before they're able to get away. In the film, when Luke set fire to the worshippers, the Jotun appeared almost immediately. It may have some level of omniscience within the forest, and if so, our protagonists wouldn't be able to escape. But the biggest problem here is that it rained the very same morning they entered the forest. They may not be able to start a fire at all. Setting a fire is certainly something the protagonists should have considered, but the outcome would have been wildly unpredictable. It looks like this solution is going down in flames. Another very popular comment was written by Discount Wolverine. I have many questions about your name, but they'll have to wait. He writes, if we established that Norse monsters exist in this world, Norse gods must exist as well. Calling upon any of the good ones, such as Thor, should allow them to rescue you. I really like this solution because it uses the film's own mythos against it. Thor is the Norse god of thunder, known for his strength, righteousness, huge muscles, perfect jawline, and a huge, unyielding, and powerful hammer called Mjolnir. But most relevant to us is that he is the guardian and protector of humanity. And if the Jotun truly is the offspring of Loki, then Loki exists, and so does Thor. Surely if the party called to Thor, he would descend from Thrudheim and fend off or slay the Jotun to protect them. Then Luke can sit back, drink a Jamba Juice, and enjoy the show. I can see a few problems here, but they are minor. The biggest problem is that Luke learns that the Jotun is the offspring of Loki pretty late in the film, as in really late, as in everyone else is already dead late. So even if Thor does save Luke, he would only be saving one of the 4 main characters. But hey, I didn't really like those guys anyway. The last issue is that, well, even if Thor exists, Luke doesn't know how to contact him. Do you pray to him? Shout his name? Do you @ Chris Hemsworth on Twitter? From what I can tell, with a very cursory online search, you can communicate with Thor by speaking his name, stating your request, and then leaving some kind of offering. Also, Thor may only speak and understand Old Norse. Basically, there's no guarantee that Luke will be able to communicate with him. But I mean, it's definitely worth a try, because even if it doesn't work, Luke isn't risking anything by giving it a shot. So this solution comes a little late into the film, and it may not end up working. But man, I wish this had happened in the movie. That would have made for an amazing finale. But the best commented solution simply cannot be beat. This last solution follows the principle of Occam's razor, which states, "Oh boy, is this ever a sharp razor. You won't get a shave closer than this. Occam's razors. Oh, can you believe the value of these razors?" Meowdy writes, "As a Swede that has traveled Kungsleden before, this movie really doesn't show how populated the trail really is. There are plenty of fjällstugor, and usually other hikers every now and then. Also, there is phone reception along the way, and even if there wasn't any reception, 112, or our version of 911, will still work. So the whole story could have been thwarted by any one of them calling the emergency number. Are you f***ing kidding me? The first thing that they do when Dom hurts his knee is check to see if they have any service. But now you're telling me that the emergency number still would have worked even without service? And they didn't even try to call? How did they not know that?
Do you want to try your phone as well?
No need. There's no reception anyway.
This is obviously by far the best solution, even better than just staying on the trail, because if they had contacted emergency services, then help would have come looking for them whether they entered the forest or not. Also, emergency services definitely would have told them to not go in the forest. My flabber is gasted at how much not a movie this movie turned out to be, and that's coming from someone who really likes this movie. So Meowdy definitely wins this one, guys. And since he won, I'm gonna be sending him the best commenter's prize, a very loud ticking clock in a box. That's right, just a loud clock in an unmarked box with your name on it. Nothing else is in the box, just a clock. Enjoy! Well, that's all for today. Be sure to tune in next month when I'll make another video probably. So long, Meowdy, and goodbye to everyone else. Thanks for watching, and until next time, this has been the Film Herald.